This is for everyone whose Pinterest constantly bombards them with motivational quotes about being able to change your life in like 6 months, 180 days. Like it's literally all I see. I am such a consumer of motivational podcasts, books, quotes in general. And even though I find them motivational, where it falls short for me is that I genuinely don't believe that my dream life is on the other side of a 75 hard. I think that my dream life is more about creating these kind of sustainable, intentional habits that I can keep up with for the rest of my life and not just feel like I'm doing some sort of like short-lived challenge. So in preparing for 2026, I decided I'm going to use this year as an experiment to try to build all of the habits that I see my ideal self having, and using this as a way to see if I can actually build my dream life in a year. The first step to literally anything life-changing is always a vision board and some goals, which leads me to my super cute and slightly intense spreadsheet. So welcome to my 2026 dashboard. You cannot reach success unless you define it, so let's define it very clearly. This mood board is the dream woman. Like, she's stylish, she's fun, she's sexy, she's cool. That is who I want to be. Something that I've seen other people doing that I really like is like setting themes for the year. So I have my 3 themes that I want to live by, which are action, devotion, and embarrassment.
Embarrassment is an underexplored emotion. Go out there and make a fool of yourself.
And these are the things that I kind of come back to when making all of my goals. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of everything in my spreadsheet, a bit of background. The main purpose of me even doing this kind of like attempt at resetting, building intention in my life is that I moved to Toronto about 3.5 years ago in order to kind of pursue a career in fashion. I had previously gone to business school, and then I went back to school to study fashion design, and I have my own brand that I've been working on as a side hustle since like 2021. And since moving and graduating fashion school, even though I learned a lot and had some successes, the girls are burnt out, and I feel like when I think of where things have gone wrong, the issue is really how I spend my time, and that what I'm doing doesn't necessarily relate to what I actually think is important. I think that the main overarching goals are to have more energy and to live a life that is more creative, where I feel like I have the energy to be more creative. With that being said, I've kind of split up my habits and goals into 5 different categories that I want to maximize my, I guess, satisfaction with in the long term. Those being community, creativity, wellness, finance, and career. So, getting into specifics. On a daily basis, I want to journal, do a facial massage, read 10 pages a day, exercise, drink matcha instead of coffee, have 3 liters of water, sleep with a mouth tape because we're getting rid of this TMJ this year one way or another, and stretch every single day. In terms of weekly habits, zoomed in on my spreadsheet, I want to do meal prep, a money date to just fill in all my budgeting once a week. My clothing brand is called Soap Studios, so I want to spend 2 hours a week working on soap, 2 hours working on my fashion book club that I launched this year, 4 hours working on content, and 2 hours of coursework, which I really just mean learning anything new. 1 social event, do a hair mask, go on an artist date, which could literally just be for an hour or it could be for a whole day, and then 5 no's a week. Basically just asking for 5 things that I want a week and forcing myself to be brave. In terms of financial goals, I want to make $100,000 and save $20,000 because This year I'm turning 28, so we're pushing 30 and it's truly getting serious. I have it broken out in my spreadsheet to just track income, savings, and then there's like a little bit of a donut chart that goes into spending categories, but I more just want to track my spending and shop less. This leads us to monthly goals. Months are more about specific outcomes to keep me motivated towards like more specific things, and the daily and weekly goals help me get there. So by reading 10 pages a day, I'll have like a specific book that I want to finish each month, or the 2 hours coursework correlates to something specific that I want to learn. Now that I've actually filmed that and explained everything out loud, it sounds like a lot, but a lot in like a fun, motivating way. The goal of all of this is obviously not to be something that I can't continue doing, but more to spend my time in the ways that I actually want to, instead of spending my time on my phone and then making myself anxious because I didn't feel like productive enough. Like, we're through with that. We can't do that. And we need to spend money intentionally, show up intentionally. That is the theme of 2026. So yeah, that's the main reason I'm documenting this, is for accountability, because it's deeply embarrassing to say you're gonna do something in public and then not do it. So yeah, thanks for watching episode 1.